I'm Linda Robinson, career coach and educational consultant with My Career Testing. I work with high school students, college students, young adults, and really people at all career stages. And I have a career exploration method, which I think is very helpful. So that's what I want to tell you about today. There's several steps. The first one is to learn about yourself. When I'm doing career coaching with a client, whether it's in person or online, I interview them and I listen very deeply to who they are as a person, especially at this point in time. Because if you think about yourself 5 years ago and maybe project 5 years from now, you can see that there's quite a bit of change. People change, the economy changes, technology changes, and so it's very important every so often to take a real deep look at yourself and see who you are. This is also very helpful for a young person just starting out their career. There's several elements that you look at when you're getting to know yourself. The first one, interests. When I interview somebody, I listen very deeply for the things that they're interested in. And I may ask them anything from what did you want to be when you grew up, to what is your fantasy job if I could wave a magic wand and you could have any job in the whole world. So people's interest patterns and interest patterns over time are very important. I also give interest tests, interest assessments, such as the strong interest inventory, where your likes and dislikes are compared to persons successfully working in many different occupations, so you can see what occupations might be a good fit. Values is the next element that we look at. What are your most important beliefs? What would you like to get out of your career? Some people would like to have a career where they're helping others. Some people would like to make beautiful things with their hands to make the world a more beautiful place. Some people want job security. Some people want to be on the frontiers of knowledge. Everybody wants money. That's true. But it's very important to see what your values are when you're projecting careers that would be good for you. Next, we look at aptitudes and skills. If somebody has a good deal of work experience, we go back into their work history. Look at the different jobs they've done, look at the different skills they've used, even look at the different content that they know about, so we can see what skills they've enjoyed using and what skills are strengths. Aptitude assessments like the CAP, which is one that I give, also help pinpoint your strengths. For example, you might be very good at spatial reasoning or logical reasoning. You might be very good with your hands. An aptitude test can help you figure out your strengths. We always focus on strengths, and if it turns out one is not good at something on an aptitude test, well, that's fine. We just avoid that. For example, if someone is not good in spatial reasoning, we certainly wouldn't recommend they go into architecture. And then the last element we look at is personality style. Different personality styles gravitate to and flourish in different careers. And we have a wonderful assessment called the Myers-Briggs Type Indicator that will give you your personality style and show you lists of many occupations that people that have a similar personality style do well with. So, the perfect career choices come in the middle. And that's where everything comes together. You're interested in it. It matches your values and beliefs. You've got the skills and aptitudes, or you could work on getting them, and it matches who you are as a person. Once we do that, our next step is to generate options. So when a person comes in, usually they have some good ideas. I certainly will come up with some ideas once I hear their story. And then the assessments are going to come up with different options. So we compile a large list, and then we focus and narrow it down, and then begin research. So I show my clients how to do research, and you can do research online. There are wonderful, wonderful websites, everything from the Occupational Outlook Handbook to ONET, which can tell you all about careers, which ones are growing, which ones are shrinking, what the tasks would be, what the skills are that you need, what the salary is. So reading about careers online is very helpful. Then some people might want to even interview somebody in a field occupation they're thinking about going into, or they might want to job shadow. And that's a great way to learn what it's really, really like. So, research. Then from that research, people begin then to narrow it down, maybe to 2 or 3 options. And then that's when you go into the next step, which is deciding. And I have a wonderful little tool called a decision matrix, which I'll talk about in another video. But the point is, once you're well armed with who you are and what you need, and once you've looked at the different occupations to see what they can offer, it's much easier to make a decision. So, decide is next, and then act, whatever the plan is, to move forward with it, and then reassess periodically just to make sure you're on the right track. And then the other important thing is to remember this process, because nobody could have one career anymore and stay in it their whole lives. It's just not possible. In fact, with the generation just graduating high school, it's projected that they'll probably have 6 or 7 career changes in their life. So it's very important to have a career exploration process such as this to help you get into the career that's right for you at this point in your life. So, if you're interested in learning more about career exploration, career testing, and career coaching, please check out my website at mycareertesting.com. I thank you very much, and I look forward to hearing from you.